great to have you with me today on Paint a Beautiful Picture. This is episode number 217. Do you like it when people are rude to you? I was standing in Walmart. I had been standing in this line for probably 10 minutes or so. I only had about 8 or 10 items in my buggy, and a couple with a buggy that was literally overflowing with stuff walked right in front of me and started throwing it up on the counter. And I went, ahem, kind of loudly, and I said, "Excuse me, but I've been standing here for quite some time. I'm not sure what you think you're doing, but this is not going to happen." Well, even the cashier did not say anything and let them go ahead of me. I really wanted to walk out and leave what was in my buggy just sitting there, but I actually needed a few of those things. I waited. I did not like it. When those people were so cotton picking rude, I really wanted to have a fit, but I didn't. But I wanted to, I confess. I do not like it when I'm driving down the street, especially when I'm driving the speed limit and someone suddenly decides to pull right in front of me. And this just happened this afternoon when I was out for lunch, and they're going about 10 miles an hour, and I had been doing 45, and they are not even hardly putting their foot on the gas. So thank God, the left lane was clear, went into the left lane and just went around them. I didn't have a need to make ugly gestures at them or to say bad words, but just, I do not like it when someone drives like a moron. And if I weren't a really attentive driver, I probably easily could have been in an accident. I did not like it when that person was not looking at what they were doing and driving poorly. Yes, most of the things I do not like are when someone else inconveniences me, acts rudely to me, endangers me, or especially in some way threatens me. I don't like any of that. Most of us don't. You need to allow your child the liberty to say, "I do not like it when." If they just go, "I don't like broccoli. I don't like cauliflower. I don't like carrots. I don't green beans, like green beans. I don't like vegetables. I don't like." If they're just a constant whiner and complainer, that's on you. You need to teach them to get past that. You need to feed them all kinds of fascinating things till they get accustomed to the idea that there's a whole lot more in the world than a McDonald's Happy Meal. Just saying. But there really are things we do not like it when they happen, and we need to have the freedom to express that, and your child does. The reason why is if they can express it in an appropriate way, calmly, realistically, in a matter-of-fact way, and just get it off their chest and move on, that's really healthy. If they can't say it and they just keep bottling it up and bottling it up and bottling it up, it's going to build and build, and one day you are going to see an explosion happen. Occasionally that occurs at work. People do not like it when their boss undervalues them or literally puts them down in front of others or doesn't give them their promotion that they've worked really, really hard for, or recognize the value of them as a team player. Yeah, sometimes they'll blow up at work or literally quit a job that they were actually well prepared and well suited for, but nobody ever valued them in that place, and they're out of there after a while. So we don't want our kids to allow frustration to build up to a point where they make rash, unwise, perhaps, decisions. We want them to be able to say, "I do not like it when." So you literally need to use that language. I'll never forget when my one grandson was little, he couldn't stand peas. And he'd go, "I hate peas. Peas are gross. Peas are..." He'd just go on. And I'd say, if you're ever at someone's house, that is not an appropriate way to act or to speak. So what you say is, "I do not prefer this, but thank you." That's very fine. No big deal. I say, or you can just put a little bit on your plate of everything that goes by you. Instead of making a big fuss, it's just still on your plate at the end of the day. Okay, that's not a big thing. It's all right. There are appropriate times to express your opinion, and there are times to express your opinion loudly and strongly. There are other times when it is perfectly all right to keep your opinion to yourself and move on. But in our home, which is our safest place, we need to be able to say, "I don't like it when." So your kids need to be able to say to each other, "I don't like it when you wear my clothes without my permission. I do not like it when you go into my desk just to borrow some paper or borrow a pencil or take whatever because you think you can, but you did not have the conversation with me first. I do not like it when you get into my things. Those are very legitimate. I do not like it when you are in the bathroom for half of an hour, and yes, it's a bathroom we share, and then I only have 5 minutes to get ready before school. I do not like it. You need to have your child understand the value and the importance of being able to express those words. I do not like it when. Mom and dad, if you're not very good at this with one another, and you're not very good at this with your children, then all of you might work on this together as a family. You need to be able to say to your child, I do not like it when we are in public and you start putting all this pressure on me. If you would like something, you need to discuss it before we leave home, and then I will tell you, yes, we'll get that, or no, we can't afford this right now, but we are not going to be having this conversation in Walmart. I do not like it when you pull this in Walmart. So I'm telling you right now in a calm state, if you start begging me for things at Walmart, driving me wild at Walmart, you will get nothing, nothing in that cart. Do you understand me? So this is your responsibility as well to help yourself express what you do not like and to teach your children the value of expressing what they do not like. Learn those words, learn them well, and learn how to use them appropriately in a calm way with each other. I do not like it when, and fill in that blank. It will save you so much chronic frustration and challenging conversation or even fights inside of your home if you and your children can learn to use this language. I do not like it when. I would ask you a challenge question, but I think that gives you enough to work with. It's been great having you with me today on Paint a Beautiful Picture. You may find additional information on our paintabeautifulpicture.com website. Additionally, you may watch me on Rumble, and you may also listen to a podcast on Buzzsprout or Spreaker, all under the name Paint a Beautiful Picture. If you like this video, please give me a thumbs up. You may subscribe, and if you are interested in receiving notifications, please hit the notifications button.